Hi everyone, welcome back to the SAM Biology classes online. I am Salim. Today we are going to study one of the important basic concepts of biology, that is hormones. The word hormone was coined by Ernst H. Starling. Ernst H. Starling coined the term hormone, and the first hormone discovered to be secretin. So secretin, it is the one of the important hormone and it was first discovered. While the first hormone isolated to be the insulin. You know that insulin is a very important hormone which helps in glucose metabolism. It is the first hormone which is isolated, and the first discovered hormone is secretin. Now let us study what are hormones. See, hormones are the chemical messengers secreted by the endocrine glands. We know that endocrine glands are also called ductless glands, and hormones are actually, these are the chemicals, and these chemicals carry the information, they carry the message, hence they are called chemical messengers, and usually they are secreted by the endocrine glands. They are also called ductless glands. And the second important characteristics of hormone is they are produced in trace amounts. Trace amounts means they are produced in very small quantity. Okay, they are usually produced in milligram or picogram. Even though they are produced in trace amount, but their actions are very effective. Then these hormones, since they are secreted by the endocrine glands, they are carried by the blood. The hormones are directly released into the blood, and with the help of blood they reach the target organs and tissues of the body. And usually the hormones, they perform two function. Any one of the function. Either they accelerate or they accelerate the physiological process, or they may inhibit the physiological process. So some of the hormones, they accelerate the physiological function, and some of the hormones, they inhibit the physiological processes. Okay, and some hormones are usually produced in inactive form. This inactive form of hormone is called prohormones. So pro means inactive condition. Okay, and later these prohormones are converted to the active form. And the another most important characteristic is so the deficiency or excess of these hormones, it causes disorders. Okay, imagine if a hormone is secreted in excess quantity, for example growth hormone. We know that when the growth hormone is secreted in large quantities, it causes gigantism. So gigantism, it is also a disorder. Okay, if this growth hormone is deficient, or the hyposecretion of the growth hormone, it causes dwarfism. Okay, so therefore the hormones should be secreted in the appropriate quantity. The deficiency or excess of these hormones causes the disorders. Okay, so these are some of the important characteristics of hormones. Okay, now let us study about the classification of hormones. The hormones are classified into 4 categories. Okay, hormones are categorized into 4 categories based on the chemical nature. Number 1 is steroid hormones. First category, steroid hormones. Then second category, peptide, protein and polypeptide hormones. Third category is iodothyronins. Fourth category is amino acid derivative hormones. Okay, so these are the 4 important categories of hormones: steroid hormones, protein, peptide and polypeptide hormones, iodothyronins, and last category is amino acid derivatives. Okay, now let us study with examples. The first category of hormones is steroid hormones. Hormones of testes and ovary are best examples for the steroid hormones. We know that the hormones of testes are mainly called androgens like testosterone, androsterone, epiandrosterone. These are all example for the steroid hormones. And also the hormones secreted by the ovary like estradiol, progesterone. These are the best examples for the steroid hormones. And even the hormones produced by the placenta are also fall in the category of steroid hormones. Okay, hormones of testes, ovary and placenta, remember these are all belongs to the steroid hormones. Now second category is peptide, protein and polypeptide hormones. Examples for these hormones is pituitary hormones. You know that pituitary hormones like growth hormone, ACTH, TSH. TSH means thyroid stimulating hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone. All these are the protein hormones which are example for this category. And hypothalamic hormones means the hormones secreted by the hypothalamus are also fall in this category. And pancreatic hormones like glucagon and insulin. So these are also best example for this category, proteins. Okay. Now we'll move to the third category. The next category is iodothyronins. Why they are called iodothyronins? Because these hormones generally made up of iodine. We know that the thyroid hormones are best examples for iodine containing hormones, and you know that the deficiency of iodine causes goiter. So therefore this category is popularly called iodothyronins. Examples are T3 and T4 hormone. T3 means triiodothyronin. T4 means tetraiodothyronins. Triiodothyronin and tetraiodothyronin, shortcut T3 and T4 hormones. These are examples for the thyroid hormones. They fall in the category of iodothyronins. And the last one is amino acid derivative hormones. As the name suggests, these hormones are derived from the amino acid. That amino acid name is tyrosine. Okay. So this is very important for your competitive exam. Generally this question is asked many times. So the amino acid derivative hormones are derived from tyrosine. So it is a tyrosine is a amino acid. You know that amino acid means these are the organic compounds containing amino group and carboxylic group. And example for this category is epinephrine and norepinephrine. So epinephrine and norepinephrine, these are secreted by the adrenal gland. These hormones are best example for the amino acid derivative hormones. Okay. So this is all about the hormones, classification of hormones, and also some of the important characteristics of hormones. Thank you.